Our next story takes us out to New York. Really a bizarre story that turned out very, very unfortunate for a man in a major MRI accident. And so for more on this, let's go out to Fox News' Nate Foy with this latest of this really unusual story, Nate.
Hey, Mike. So the widow here, Adrienne Jones McCallister, says that she asked for her husband, Keith, to help her get up from the MRI machine after she got a scan on her knee. But when he entered the room, the magnet in the machine latched onto a heavy metal chain that was wrapped around his neck. So that chain weighed roughly 20 pounds. It had a padlock on it that he used for weightlifting. Adrienne says that she and the technician tried pulling Keith away from the machine, but ultimately they couldn't save him.
I'm saying, could you turn up the machine, call 911, do something, turn this damn thing off. I still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing. He waved goodbye to me, and then his whole body went limp.
Can't even imagine what that woman is going through. Nassau County Police said in a statement, quote, upon arrival, officers were informed that a male, 61 years old, entered an unauthorized magnetic resonance imaging room while the scan was in progress. The male victim was wearing a large metallic chain around his neck, causing him to be drawn into the machine, which resulted in a medical episode. McCallister's wife says he suffered several heart attacks after the incident. She claims the technician let her husband inside the MRI room. Nassau Open MRI, where it all happened, tells Fox today that it doesn't have a comment. Medical experts say MRI machines create strong magnetic fields that can be dangerous.
Circle you see there, it's called a gantry. The magnet is inside there. It's huge. It's a big size, as you can see, and it's very, very powerful.
McCallister's husband was reportedly attached to the MRI machine for roughly an hour before he was taken to the hospital in critical condition and then pronounced dead the following day. We'll send it back to you, Mike.
Yeah, Nate, just a shocking story there. And are they looking at any protocols to see? It doesn't seem like that happens a lot where you're able to go right into the area just immediately after an MRI.
Yeah, anybody who's ever gotten an MRI knows that there are several steps to it. There are signs everywhere. So obviously this story is bringing a lot of questions as to how the husband was able to walk into the MRI room as the scan was in progress without being checked for any metal on his body. And that is something that is sort of being disputed here. We're not hearing back from the hospital quite yet. Of course, as we mentioned in the report, the wife says that the technician allowed the husband to walk right in. But to your point, typically there are several different zones. In fact, I believe there are 4 different zones. You need to go through each one before you actually enter the room with the MRI machine. And that protocol certainly wasn't followed here.
Nate Foy, thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox and giving us the updates to this story. We appreciate it.